Hammer at work. Ganduje dethrones Sanusi by breaking Kano Emirates into 5 Emirates, signs the bill into law, and commissioned the Emirs. As we all know, Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has signed into law the controversial bill passed by the State Assembly for the creation of 4 additional first-class Emirates. The additional first-class Emirates include Rano, Gaya, Karaya, and Bichi Emirate. He has gone ahead and sworn them in, even when the court has stopped him, arguing that the judgment came too late. The law has now decentralized the Kano Emirate Council, by extension decentralized the power of Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi Lamido Sanusi II, who is currently at loggerhead with the state governor, Abdullahi Ganduje, aka Gandola. The law has actually made Sanusi a toothless bulldog, a king, an emir with much less empire and landmass to control. In fact, he is almost like an emir without a kingdom. A government source has revealed how the Kano State Governor, Umar Ganduje, attempted to remove the Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi II, saying if not for the quick intervention by Dangote, Ganduje would have dethroned the Emir. The source, who said we shouldn't name him, who craved anonymity, yesterday disclosed that Emir Sanusi, after sensing trouble at the turn of events between the state government and the palace lately, sent business tycoon Alhaji Dangote to intervene. Now, listen to Emir why he thinks he was removed.
The additional reach that traditional authority could have in reaching young people and populations that are marginalized.
Yeah, thank you, Njenje. I think there's an ongoing conversation in Africa around traditional rulers and the modern state. And the irony, of course, is that in most of Africa, people do respect traditional rulers, but traditional rulers do not have constitutional roles or legal powers. They are more effective in these ungoverned spaces where government does not seem to provide those services, be it arbitration, conflict resolution, family issues, also poverty alleviation. Now, traditional rulers like me find themselves in a very difficult position. On the one hand, politicians are very happy for you to go and fight fires, okay, tell people to keep the peace, preach to people, condemn violence. On the other, you're not allowed to criticize root causes that may come from the failings of politicians. So it's fine to say to a rural villager, you should send your daughter to school. But it's not fine to say to the governor, why haven't you built a school? Okay, it's fine to talk about the extreme nature of, say, certain interpretations of Islam, but it's not fine to talk about how certain people have been marginalized by the creation of a rentier state that basically expropriates resources and does not care about them. If you take Nigeria, in 1960, land per rural dweller was 2 hectares per rural dweller. Today we've got 0.9. Agricultural policy still remains far behind. Productivity is much lower than the rest of the world. You don't have food security. You've got millions of children out of school. It's not the fault of the children that they're out of school. Somebody was supposed to build those schools. So the difficulty for traditional institutions is, on the one hand, they're firefighters, and will continue to do that. On the other, to actually address the root causes of extremism, you've got to address questions of governance, education, healthcare, corruption. And to do that is now political. And so that's the difficulty, I think.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to come back to that. Yusuf.
You see, Nigerian politicians can only respect culture when custodians are in their pockets. You will recall the Olu Ibadan power in Oyo State was similarly tweeted down in a supremacy contest with Governor Ajimobi. Now remember, Ajimobi and Ganduje are in-laws. Maybe perhaps Ajimobi taught Ganduje as his in-law the new trick he is employing in Kano. Some people have actually argued that what Sanusi is undergoing currently is as a result of karma, of what he did to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former president, in 2014-2015. Remember, in 2014, Sanusi was crowned Emir to anoint Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Sanusi has served his purpose. It is time to cut him to size before he gets on Ganduje and Buhari's nerve. All those who worked against Jonathan are having their field day with karma. It appears that every single person that played a major role against Jonathan in 2014-2015 is paying a heavy price for it today. First, it was Atiku, then Saraki, now Sanusi. Tambowal, you remember, in Sokoto, his state has been invaded by headsmen, and he may soon have the state like Zamfara, where he is in charge but not in control. He actually is complaining that his state, that the state are being invaded by headsmen and his people are migrating and running away to Niger Republic. Again, remember, in 2014, Sanusi made an allegation that 49 billion was missing from NNPC. Later, he changed it to 10 billion, then 20 billion. He said that this was stolen from NNPC Federation account. Jonathan was alarmed, like was Okonjo-Iweala. They brought PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC, the world-leading auditors company who does the World Bank financial audit, was contracted to look into the matter. Lo and behold, their findings came out negative. No such money like 20 billion was missing from NNPC. The only missing thing was the remittance of proceeds of 2.8 billion from kerosene sales. With this investigation, which was made public, Sanusi, not satisfied with the opposition, the then opposition, the APC, who were hell-bent in destroying Jonathan's administration with bad, negative press and propaganda. The APC shouted, no. The auditing firm has been bribed by Jonathan to publish fake report. Can you imagine that? A world-renowned auditing firm with name and prestige. Wow. Fear this APC people, oh. Fear this APC people, oh. There is God, oh. So it happened. The 8th Assembly, led by Saraki, who was then in APC, conducted the same investigation. Guess who was the auditing firm? Yep, your guess is good. PricewaterhouseCoopers. Yes, you had me right. Saying PwC that the propaganda machine of the APC rubbished. Their findings again, no such missing money, NNPC Federation account. What needed to be remitted was 2.8 billion from the process of kerosene sale, which had been partly paid installmentally as of the time the second investigation was conducted. Few no sympathy for him whatsoever. The politics that gave him the crown deemed it fit to humiliate him by using some individuals with kola nut and tobacco-stained teeth to water down his powers. An 800-year-old emirate has been balkanized just to get at one man, Sanusi. They don't care if they destroy it as long as they achieve their evil and vindictive objective. In their world, no tradition is too sacred and no action is too unbecoming. In the words of politicians, anything is possible. Have you ever heard of something like this before? Have you ever seen or heard of a bill sent to the assembly on a Monday, passed on a Tuesday, signed into law on a Wednesday, and on a Saturday, the Emir, Ganduje, aka Gandola, swore the 4 emirs in? And when the court injunction came, he said the court injunction came late. When it came to settling petty scores and witch hunting perceived enemies within the political space, the APC deploys supersonic speed and alacrity. They can assume decaying corpse just to get at someone. Remember the case of Onoen, the former CJN of Nigeria? His case with CCT took such speed. I have never seen a congregation of people who are deeply in love with wickedness, division, and hate. Even amongst them in the party, there is no love lost. They never congregate to plan good, only evil. I said it before and I'm saying it again. The APC is too vindictive to unite this country. They enjoy division, strife, and conflict. Rochas Okorocha should be getting ready, while Saraki should prepare for second round. Meanwhile, I heard they sent emissary to Lagos to go tell the Lagos people how to end godfatherism. We all know the message was meant for Tinubu. Yeah, you had me right. The good news, however, for Sanusi is he lost his kingdom, but was appointed as one of the new advocates of sustainable development. That's the SDGs. Less than 24 hours after the Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje announced the creation of 4 new Emirates. More so, the Emir Malam Sanusi Lamido Sanusi was also appointed into the MTN Group board. However, while all these things were happening, the Emir was not around. He was in London, of all places. Why do they love going to London? Buhari does same as well. There is a tense atmosphere that enveloped the northern Nigerian city of Kano as supporters of Emir Lamido Sanusi Lamido trooped to the airport to welcome their dethroned Emir, ruler who came back yesterday from London. Rumor has it that, supporters of Mr. Sanusi were bracing for a clash with the pro-government sympathizers in downtown Kano. The police have also been accused of attempting to prevent a large crowd from receiving the former governor of Central Bank. Kano is tensed. The whole northern Nigeria is tensed. Zamfara is tensed. Sokoto is tensed. One can only say the chicken has come home to roast. When you deny your people for so long the education that they need, when you deny them for so long, one day the poor will rise up, the poor are hungry, they will look for something to eat, and if they can't find anything to eat, the rich are there for them to have them as their meal. Remember, the way we treat the poor today will determine our safety tomorrow. Treat them right, educate the child, because if you don't, your child that you've trained in London, you've trained in America, will be unsafe. A word is enough for the wise. Sanusi, hope you learn your lessons to do things better tomorrow. While the man who is removing you, Mr. Gandola, has a lot to do with corruption case. A man seen in video stuffing money in his abada, laughing like a Christmas goat, is the man dethroning a first-class emir. Well, when 2 elephants fight, what do you expect? Subscribe to the channel, Njenje Media TV. Press the bell icon for more updates on videos as they come.